This is really a way to streamline your hygiene program. We bring in individual hygienists. They have their own ways of doing things. When I come in and help out a hygiene team, one of the first things I want to do is calibrate. We want them to be individuals with their patients because patients love different hygienists for different reasons. But what we don't want is if you start with one hygienist and end with another, or you come back in 6 months, like a completely different process. It is about what they say, it is verbiage, we definitely get into that, but it's really more about the actual process. So we want to make sure we're calibrated. We want to make sure it aligns with the doctor's philosophy, because a lot of times I'll come in and work someplace, I'm doing my thing, and my dentist may not even know until maybe a challenge arises. So we want to make sure that our philosophies align, we're all calibrated, and then we want a standard operating procedure. If a new hygienist comes in, whether it's a change of the guards or we're adding a new one, that they know exactly what and when. One of the advantages that I bring as a hygiene consultant into a practice when doing a hygiene program, part of it's being a practice owner. Because, when my hygiene chair was empty of patients, I felt the same way they did. I'm paying that hygienist X amount of dollars an hour and there's no patient there. So I feel like I'm very creative, not only with what a hygienist, should know, bringing the normal things that you would to a hygiene program, but I really respect the dentist's time too. And so I come at it as a business, not just, oh, here, let's improve your perio program. It's really about what do they do in the non-patient time? What can we really expect from them, coming from an owner's mentality as well as from a hygienist. And I was a dental assistant as well, so I know and front office, so I know what needs to happen when those handoffs to the front. I know as a front office what I needed, and I also know what can really help the dental assistants and how the dental assistants can help the hygienist. So I think just having all aspects really makes it worthwhile to have me in there helping with your hygiene program. When I'm working with hygienists in a dental practice, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel like, we're moving along and this is going to be a successful program. Some of those things are just the attention of the hygienist themselves. When I see their eyes light up or they get re-energized, they're asking questions, that's one of the most rewarding things, because you reignite, their passion and why they went into hygiene in the first place. Seeing those changes in the numbers, in the revenue, all the different things we're tracking, when we see those numbers change, I'm super excited. I like to see them smile and celebrate the wins, and I like to be able to bring those wins to our next meeting of the things that we worked so hard on since the last time we met. All of that is rewarding. I think if a hygiene program isn't as strong as they want it to be or it should be, and they don't choose to change it, I feel like some things they would be missing out on is number one, they're probably paying their hygienists more than they're making out of that chair. So they have a loss of revenue. Times have changed a little bit, so I'd say every dollar out of hygiene is at least $2, if not $3 of diagnosis and restorative. So, it's gonna affect the restorative part. When a dentist is out there looking to purchase a practice for the first time or a second, these are things that they're looking at. How healthy is the hygiene department? Because it really drives the entire practice. I think if a dentist is asking, should I bring on a hygiene consultant or bring in a hygiene program, they probably already know the answer, because I don't think you'd be asking yourself that if you didn't think that there was some kind of weakness or challenge there. One of the key indicators out there is that hygienists should be producing, 3 times their wage. I go into so many practices and I see that hygiene department is a loss leader. In today's wages, paying the hygienist more than we get for, a procedure sometimes. One of the reasons why I think that I'm so successful as a hygiene consultant is my experience. I've been a front office, I've been a dental assistant, I've been a hygienist, and I've been a practice owner. There's nothing I haven't touched, so not only have I been the hygienist handing that off to everybody in the office. I've been the person in the office helping and handing off to the hygienist. We definitely are caring for our patients, but I have that understanding of every aspect of how that hygiene department impacts the rest of the practice. If you're out there and you're wondering if your hygiene department needs help or you know they need help, sitting there doing nothing is probably going to be the most costly mistake you can make. It's worth a call, it's worth a conversation, and in seeing if it fits for your practice.